Okay, I'm pretty sure that said recording started. Seeing as how my volume was turned down, hello, 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 and welcome everybody. It's Tuesday, and what date we at? It's January the 20th already. I can't believe we're already 20 days into the month of January. Time is absolutely just flying by, and it seems like the older we get, the faster it goes. So today, let's dive right in. And seeing as how we're recording and everything is good, my first question to everybody is, how many of you here today think you're properly hydrated? And you drink your water, you follow the rules, you do everything right, and yet something feels off. You're tired, you can't focus, you feel out of balance, things just don't seem like they are functioning properly. And that problem happens with about 90% of the population. So basically, if you're in a room with 10 people, chances are that nine of them are going to be dehydrated. Now, this is something that I never really gave that much consideration to until I got heavily involved with this app and understanding the structured water. I've known about structured water for probably about 10 years, but I'm at the time when I learned about it, I did categorize it as very, very important. But the problem was accessing structured water at that time for me. And again, just like everything else, you think you're doing all the right things because you're taking your vitamins, you're taking your minerals, you're doing your cleansing, you're drinking good, clean water, but you still and you're adding things to the water that you're drinking. It's purified. So you think you're doing the right things. But the reality of it is, until you get truly educated to understand the relevance of having the proper water flowing in your system, you really aren't going to reap the benefits of a healthy lifestyle and a healthy life. Whereas you're able to combat all the negativity of the things that are going on around you. So this is where we are, and it's time to really start to inform people of how serious of a situation this is and why everybody, and it's not just people, it's your animals, your pets, and even your plants are starving, craving the kind of water that we make with the Bio-Photonic Charger app. You see, the truth of the matter is your water is stealing your energy. This is a scientific fact that drinking the water that we consume today out of our taps is it's not the right thing to be doing. It's a chaotic mess. It's dead. It's got all kinds of different chemicals and things that are running through it that aren't easily cleaned. And for people who are drinking tap water, as far as we're concerned, you're literally taking your life in your own hands, not knowing when an accumulation of any of the toxins that are there could eventually turn around and create an issue for you that's going to be very noticeable. We totally believe that the issues are being created every single day because, as we said, it's an accumulation of toxins that eventually works to break down internal cellular activity. And once this starts to depreciate, you need to find a way to bring it back in order to get back the potential for the health and the life that you still have available. So just imagine drinking glass after water and not feeling hydrated. And it's not doing for you in your body everything that water does. And water has so many processes that are a part of our day-to-day life that the better the water that is that you consume, the better your health will be and the better your body will actually take care of you. So, and it doesn't matter whether you're an athlete or whether you're and looking for peak performance, or you're a busy professional and you need your afternoon energy, or you're a parent who wants the absolute best for their family. The bottom line is that you're fighting an uphill battle as long as your family is consuming. And you got to remember, we need to consume a certain amount of water every day. We're 70 to 90% plus of water. And the quality of the water that we consume and how much of it we need is universally independent to each one of us, because each one of us functions uniquely to our own body makeup. So some people will need more, some people will need less, but the quality of the water will always be a topic that says that what you're trying to do is not getting done if you're not using the best water for your body. And the best water for your body is what we call H3O2, which is structured water. But our water goes a step further because it's not just structured, it's energized with 37 of the frequencies that are already in your body. So this automatically gives your body an instant boost. It gives your body an instant cleanup. It gives your body an instant elevation and clarity because of how it quells the EMF residing in your system and neutralizes it so that you get instant clarity, you get instant strength, you get a feeling of wellness that comes over you. So the problem is clear. The hydration is a hidden crisis that is affecting us all. And the source of the problem is the Wi-Fi signals, our cellular networks, electromagnetic frequencies that are all over, the chemical processing of the water, and the industrial contaminations that are also part of the water. And these things all disrupt the water's molecular structure. And in this case, it's like putting toxins and poison into your body, in essence, when you're trying to get your body to be a temple of wellness. You're not going to accomplish the task at hand with dirty water. You wouldn't wash your dishes or your clothes in dirty water. Why would you expect dirty water to clean such a precious thing as your internal organs, your body? If you're putting toxins in, they're going to accumulate unless you're getting them flushed out quickly and properly. And the last thing you want is any accumulation of anything that's negative in your body. So with the biophotonic charger and biophotonic structured energized water, you now have a tool that is working for you from inside your body. It changes how things are going on. And some of the things that we're talking about here is the hydration, the absorption of your nutrients. And we're going to cover a lot of these things as we go along here. And as we mention, all the different things that are creating these problems. You need your nutrients in your body and you don't want them to be flushed out. And so when you're using structured energized water, you're literally going back to nature. And when you're going back to nature, what you're allowing is for your body to function as it was originally intended, which means that you would be able to have your body functioning to flush your kidneys, flush your liver, but at the same time, utilize the nutrients that your body is taking in a so much more effective way so that your health starts to manage itself. The water helps to neutralize this negativity, enhance all this positivity, turning your cells into little workers that are going in. You remember the commercial, the scrubbing bubbles? It's like turning the scrubbing bubbles loose inside your body to detox and flush out all the negative, the toxins and that, and then putting a superhero in like our Mr. Biophotonic man to go in and wipe out all that negativity and put in all that positivity, allowing the light to shine through your cells in order to do all the wonderful things that are dynamically happening inside of our bodies that are working to keep us healthy, strong, young, and vibrant all at the same time. Get your vitality back into your life simply by drinking our biophotonically charged water. It is nature. It's as if you're going up into the mountains of the Himalayas and you're taking that water out of a fresh, totally pure stream out of the rocks of the mountains, and then it's got all the nutrients that you want in it. It dances in sunlight and it maintains a perfect crystalline structure that our bodies recognize and utilize so efficiently. And today's water that we're pulling out of our taps or bottles or anything, it's been through the pipes, it's been treated with chemicals, bombarded with electromagnetic frequencies, and stripped of all its natural vitality. This is not what we want. It's not what we want for ourselves. It's not what we want for our family, friends, and it's certainly not what we want for our children in this world. So, all of these things that we're talking about, that unstructured, chaotic water, it all leads to chronic fatigue. So your coffee can't fix this because you just keep drinking coffee. Why do you think people are drinking coffee after coffee after coffee all day, trying to maintain that vitality, that strength? And all they're doing at the same time is creating more hydration because the coffee is literally leaching the nutrients and the liquid into anti-hydration properties. It's doing the opposite of what you really want your water to be doing or your fluids to be doing. But the nice part is if you love your coffee, guess what? Run it through the Bio-Photonic charger, and your coffee now will have the same properties as the water. Your coffee will be less harmful, and it will be nicer. It'll be sweeter. It will be a better tasting coffee. But it's not just that. It's the brain fog that clouds your thinking because of the EMF that's flushing, running through your brain. Your brain is surrounded by nothing but water. And that water, if it's toxic, it's not going to help your brain to think clearly and respond quickly and do all the things that it's supposed to do. You're going to have a lack of focus when you need clarity. You're going to have physical lethargy on account of the fact that things are not. It's a second here. Just somebody's trying to get into my presentation, but so physical lethargy, that means that you're gonna feel tired all the time. You'll have emotional heaviness, lack of joy. You're not going to be happy completely because you're going to feel weighted, the stress that people carry with them on a daily basis. And a lot of these things, when you change the frequencies in your body, you'll be surprised how much of these things can be less of an issue, put you in a more joyous state, and help you to sort your thoughts much more clearly, much more easily. There are many things that can happen when your body is tuned up like a sports car to function at that optimum level. And that's what we're offering here, the ability to fix the water that's going into your body so that it can affect every single cell and every single function that is going on. All of those other things that we're talking about also weaken your immune system. And the last thing anybody needs is a weaker immune system when we're dealing with this chaotic world that we're living into now. It's the persistent thirst that goes along with everything that we're doing. It's just showing us that we actually need way more in regards to how we're taking care of our health and how we're taking care of our life. And unfortunately, this really boils down to just a lack of education and lack of understanding. We've been following our doctor's orders for years and years and years, well, I should say some of us have been following our doctor's orders for years and years and years. I go to my doctor for a checkup so he can tell me if there's anything seriously wrong with me that I need to address. And chances are 99.999% of the time, if he tells me there's something wrong, I don't want your pill for it. I just want to go and figure out how I can make it better in a more natural way. So these views, I believe a lot of the people that will be joining us are the same type of views that they feel, believe, and stand by. So, as we said, the statistics are there, and 90% of the adults are affected by this. And we're on a mission to bring this to an end. This is basically an epidemic of dehydration disguised as normal in our life. It's like now it's normal for everybody to run to the pharmaceutical drugstore in order to find a cure for every single problem that they have. And I'm telling you that if that's the mentality, you're only heading one way, and it isn't to what we would consider a healthy, long life with vitality. I do not believe it for 1 minute that that's where you're going to go. So the real cost of this is when your body can't take care of itself and you start getting the issues popping up. And as the issues pop up, they're going to want to give you more. Instead of that, why don't we look at what happens when we start putting the good water into our systems that's going to positively affect all of our internal functions? But not just that, it's going to work solidly to remove so much of that negative energy, the negative toxins, and all that bad that works to keep us down. So you will feel so much healthier when you're using structured, energized water. You will feel more alive, and you will start your day with a zest because you'll start your day with energized, structured water. So we have the problem, we have the solution. And the solution, really, as far as I'm concerned, the cost is next to nothing. We're talking 199 US dollars for a whole year of utilizing the Bio-Photonic Charger app. And if we do the math on that, I believe that's about 70, 75 cents a day. So I know I stop for a coffee every morning, and my coffee costs me $2.25. And it does not bring new life, new energy, new hope to my every single day. All it does is it gives me a habit that is actually doing some negative to me unless I use my biophotonic charger, because when I drink my coffee, it makes me feel good. When I drink my water, I am good. This is the difference. When I drink my coffee structured with the app, it's going to be better for me all the way around. So there is a way for you to take care of all of the things that you need to do when you're consuming fluids. And that is simply grabbing your cell phone, activating your Biophotonic Charger app, and using it on your liquids, your food. Better yet, use your water bottle. Grab your little spray bottle, energize your spray bottle, use it constantly. I now am I use my phone to charge my spray bottle more than anything else now, because the spray bottle is what I take to use to spray the outside of my glass in order to put the water into the glass or liquid into the glass and structure it immediately when it goes in, because it's created that energy field in the glass when I spray the outside of the glass. So for people who haven't seen this work and seeing how powerful it is, everybody needs to take an opportunity, especially if you have the app, to spray um, a 1 meter square spot on a floor. I had to go to a customer's house today, and they were so blown away because they have one of my water systems in their house, and I had to do a service call on it today. And so I introduced them to the app and everything. I sprayed their floor with the water, creating a vortex on the floor. And it's wonderful when you get into the company of people who actually get it, who are already. This woman, she's been living here for this couple, they've been living there for quite a while. And since they've had new neighbors come in, younger people. And this couple is older. I think she said she was 76 or something, and he's older. But anyway, the point being is that when the new neighbors moved in, she was asking them about their Wi-Fi. Do they shut their Wi-Fi off at night? Do they turn it off and all this stuff? Because she has a hard time sleeping if the Wi-Fi is on and she can feel it. She can literally feel it. So when I introduced her to this today and I showed her everything and I told her everything, well, oh my goodness, she was just blown away. So they are working on how they're going to make their purchases between themselves and their daughter, son-in-law. So this is something that needs to be shared and shared well so that we can reach as many people and get as many people on the path to wellness that we possibly can. The cost is negligible at 200 US for a year. The fact that we have an affiliate system that when you share it, you get a $60 direct commission for that means that with three and a little bit, you've got your investment back and you can use your app absolutely free. So these are the things that we have put in place to make it so that you can share this, you can enjoy the benefits of this, and you can do it without having to be too concerned about the overall cost. Because literally, we could go out and spend $200 in an instant and not get the rewards, the value, the health, and the benefits that this thing will provide when we're drinking, spraying the biophotonically charged water. So some of the things that we have is the fact that it simply infuses the water with the harmonizing frequencies of nature. How important is that when we living in this chaotic concrete jungle full of EMF and radiation and all kinds of bad energy? Imagine what that means to each and every one of us when we have a tool and the power to literally turn it off, in essence, by drinking the water. And that's what we're doing. We're turning the EMF off in our bodies when we spray and when we drink. One other major, major, major point is the fact that on your cell phone, when that energy is going through your cell phone and coming out of your flashlight to go into the water, your cell phone now is holding that energy, the frequencies in the precious metals, because your cell phone has silver, gold, platinum in it that makes it function. That energy coming from our lab in Germany, when you click the start button here, and just to highlight what that means, the app is a portal. It is not an app you can buy in the App Store at all. This is a proprietary app that when you click the start button, it opens to the lab in Germany. and brings those frequencies from the lab in Germany into your smartphone, comes out your flashlight, into your water or into your liquid or whatever it is, and structures it and energizes it with the 37 frequencies. So that's how it works. So for millions and millions of dollars and decades of research and technology being built in to make your phone safer, because now your phone was previous to the app being used on your phone. All electronic devices give off spike waves. It's an aggressive wave that attacks our bodies. It's not friendly to our bodies. Now, once the frequencies are traveling through the cell phone, it changes those spike waves to sine waves. Spike waves, attack, attack, attack. Sine waves, smooth flowing like a river. And that's what will be coming off of our cell phones, which is way, way less harmful to us as human beings. And you can test that yourself. And we have actually some people online who have tested that for us because they're super, super sensitive to that negative energy. And we'll get somebody to tell you a little bit about that. So when it comes to the water now, it's restructuring the water molecules, reorganizing them into that optimal crystalline pattern so that those water crystals can cluster. They can trap all those toxins in and flush them out of your body as you pee or do number two. You get what I mean? So it's all about everything that your body does being done better. So your water now becomes alive. It's not dead anymore. It's structured, it's energized, it's bioavailable to your body. The absorption level now has been changed. Your body recognizes this water and absorbs it completely. The food that you consume, I take my little water bottle, my little spray bottle, and I spray my food prior to eating it. I'm at the point where I'm even spraying muffins before I eat my muffin or anything that it is, because now I know that I'm putting frequencies and biophotons into whatever it is I'm consuming. I'm making it less harmful and more nutritious because my body now is going to look for all the goodness that I'm putting in, and it's going to absorb the goodness rather than it passing through my body without me getting any of the nutrition from it because things are not working properly. So these are all ways that the app is enhancing what we're putting in, and the process is we expect our bodies to do in order to keep us strong, healthy, and somebody said to me today, was very interesting, said to me that the every human being should be able to live to be like around 300 years old if they weren't bombarded with all of the negativity and they were doing things in nature in a natural way. And when you think about it, it is really quite true that it's like Bruce Lipton has always said, and that we are matter. And when it comes to epigenetics, the things that matter to us is our environment, because our environment is what is going to take us out. It's everything that we're breathing, we're eating, we're drinking, we're thinking, everything that is happening around us, and even epigenetics to the point of what did our parents do? What did our parents do? So we have become to the point where we think so small in regards to our own lives. We're only so focused on things that are capable of giving us immediate gratification. And we're not looking at the big picture, the long-term picture of what our life really means to us as an individual. And I believe if we can get people to really start to cherish the life that they're leading and understand how very, very precious it is and how very little you actually need to do in order to reverse that cycle of neglect in a way and turn it around and put it on a path towards greater wellness. There should be nothing more important to every person who is alive than to want to live their best life. And the only way that you're going to be able to live your best life is actually to get educated about what the hell is going to take you out. You need to understand how everything affects you, from the environment, everything you drink, and here's everything you eat, like I said before. But here's the nice part. What happens if you have, let's call it a Superman cape or something that you can throw on and be protected? What happens if you have some way where the bullets bounce off your chest when they're trying to take you out? That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about water changing the perspective of your life, how you look, how you feel, and how you do everything that you do. Your flexibility becomes more, your pain becomes less. Everything can be better because your cells are getting what they truly want and need to flourish, to flush, to clean, to do all the things that they need to do on a constant basis. Your life isn't just when you get up in the morning. Your life is all night when you're sleeping and all day when you're working, all the things that are going on. It's dynamic, and you need to help it down the road in order to take care of you. So, scientists have proven that this app changes water at the molecular level. This isn't theory, this isn't hope. This is measurable, observable, scientific reality. The water you charge with this app is literally different at the molecular level than the water you started with. I prove it to people every single day. There is nothing better than taking a glass, spraying the outside of that glass, putting the water into that glass, and handing it to a potential customer and having them take that sip of that water. And then I get them another little glass of the same water out of the same container, and then I give that to them. Night and day difference. You will all get a chance to sample this here today. And for anybody who wants to see if this works, get yourself 2 glasses of water from the same source. And in a while, we're going to do a transfer of energy and frequencies and biophotons from my camera to your screen, and you will be able to taste and feel the difference in this water. This technology is that powerful, that unique, that we can literally send it to you long distance. I could send this to somebody on the other side of the world and have them feel this. As long as I'm doing it live to their drink, they will be able to get the biophotons to them from me here. So it's amazing. H3O2, it is the secret formula, and our H3O2 is significantly unique because of the 37 frequencies that are infused into the water. This represents water in its most bioavailable condition, energetically optimal for your body to flourish. Your plants will flourish. Your pets will flourish. Challenge yourself. One thing we've learned is that your animals don't lie. And we had somebody on the other day who her cat would literally wait for her to structure the water before she would drink it. And it was almost as got to, maybe the cat got used to the music or something, because I'm trying to figure out whether or not that cat is really that smart to understand that this water is the water that it actually needs. But the fact of the matter is that cat will only drink that water. And this is where you can even, if you're an animal person and you love your pets, give it a shot. Try it out. Find out for yourself. See if we're telling you the truth. It's always a good test. When it comes to this, we want you to test it. I want you to test us in every single way possible on account of the fact that we know and we know you don't. But we want you to. We want you to be educated and we want you to be healthy. We want you to be living your best life. We want you to share it with your family and friends because we all need to live in a less chaotic world right now. We all need to have less worries about our health because we have enough challenges every time we turn around. We need to take care of ourselves because nobody else is going to do it for us. So, again, we've mentioned about the fact that you can do different liquids with this. So, I'm going to give you an idea of some of the things that we can do. The app doesn't just work on water. As I mentioned, it'll work on your coffee, making it smoother, less acidic, and more energizing. It'll work on your wine. It'll make it also smoother, and it'll make it tastes amazing because you can take a $10 bottle of wine, run it through the app, spray the outside of your wine glass, pour your wine in, structure it, energize it. It'll take the bitterness out of the wine and it will smooth that wine out and it'll enhance the actual flavor of the wine so that you can enjoy it. Because I know some people really like their wine. So, juice, it's going to make it more bioavailable and more nourishing for your body. With alcohol, you can do, and I think I'm going to have one after. I'd like myself Grand Marnier. So my Grand Marnier always has a bite on it when I go to drink it. I like it kind of myself, but at the same time, I also like it when I run it through the app and it takes that bite away and it makes it smooth and also sweetens it up. Makes it very, very nice. Milk, personally, I've always never believed that milk was for human consumption. Once you left childhood, but now for those people who insist on drinking milk, your milk will now be more digestible. And any beverage you consume, you can run through the app or your spray bottle and change it. You will be having a healthier coffee in the morning. And I also recommend a minimum of a glass to 2 glasses of water or hot water or cups, I should say, of hot water to start your day. We have found that with the water, when it's warm or hot, the energy seems to be more alive in the liquid. It seems to interact quicker inside of our bodies. You drink a cup of hot water, you can feel the hydration happening almost instantly, but the energy seems to get into the cells really, really quickly, and you feel more alive kind of right away as the water goes in. It it's amazing. So hot is better. We've also tested it through dowsing, and we found that it actually did spin sooner, quicker, and faster when it was done with hot water. So the transformation begins pretty much right away. This isn't something that you're going to have to wait a long time for. If you've been on our website, and if you haven't been on the website, you need to go and watch those testimonials that are there on account of the fact when we can take somebody who comes in and is literally crying because the pain is so bad in her body, and within 30 minutes, I have her doing movements that she's never done for 4 months, walking without her walking, which she hadn't done for 3 years. That's pretty impressive. And I must say that, these are types of the things that if we get people, I've always said this, if you can take a person who is not healthy and make them feel better with less pain and more energy and everything, it should be the first thing to tell you that if you don't feel pain and you never want to feel pain, whatever made them feel better, you better go find. It's that simple. It's like the same thing. I remember a lot of, as you're going through a lot of your life and business and stuff, they say to you, if you want to know how to become wealthy, do what the wealthy people do. Well, if you want to become healthy, do what the healthy people do. It's that simple. So the healthy people is like GJ Styles here, who at 86 years old can do 2 flights of stairs faster than an elevator. GJ, much love and respect to you because I tell you, your story and everything about you resonates with me as we can call ourselves friends on account of the fact that it's just the kind of story that every person needs to understand that if GJ can do what she did, and if you don't, go listen to her story. If she can do what she did over the last 60 years, and most of us only have minor things to deal with, we need to get on board and take care of this precious thing that we have, which is our life. We only get one of these meat suit bodied lives. And we need to make the absolute best of it because I'm not sure what comes next. I hope I believe I know what comes next, but at the same time, you know what? Until I'm there, I'm not going to know, and I'm not in any hurry to get there. I'm going to try to get as close to my 300 as I can when it comes to getting the most out of my days. So I hope you'll all join in that we can make it an even a little competition in order to see how good we can be, how long we can be here. And it would be very nice to create that kind of a community where 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, we're still doing the same thing because things have just gotten better. Our technology has gotten better, our lives have gotten better, and we have gotten better. So I really look forward to see what the future holds for all of us. So accessibility on the app on your phone. It's not expensive. It's simple in equipment. It's not complicated to use. It's just your smartphone with an app that works to delivers health and wellness through biophotons and frequencies, which every single person is, which every single person needs. And the water is everything to each and every one of us. We can't go without water, but we can go without food longer. So that should tell you a lot about what water means to us. So in order to get the app, it's simple. You just purchase it, you download it, and you add it to your home screen on your cell phone, and you use it. That's it. There's no big learning thing other than for coming to us so that we can show you how to maximize the benefits. Like I said, grabbing a spray bottle, spraying the outside. These are the types of things, spraying your body, spraying your chakras from the top of your head all the way down, hitting all your chakras through and spraying even all the way down through your legs. If you've got leg issues, hip issues, back issues, or anything like that, spray a little extra in those areas and see what happens. You never know. We've seen a lot of magic happen from the effects of spraying water and drinking water from the Bio-Photonic charger. So works on any beverage, anywhere, anytime, from your morning water to your coffee and your evening wine or spirit, whatever it is. You can use your app on a constant basis. It doesn't take long. One round of a charge on your cell phone to any liquid is about 42 seconds. Myself, I wouldn't stop at one. I want it a little bit stronger, so I'm going to hit it about 2 times. But again, when you utilize it on the small water bottle and infuse the water a couple of times, that water will go a long way to dealing with a lot of the things that you're going to want to structure and energize throughout the day. So again, you can also do larger volumes than by taking that spray bottle and using like a 1, 2 liter container. I have a nice glass container that I think holds about 2 liters. So I will spray the whole outside of it, the bottom of it, put it in, add my water to it, and I could take that and I can use that in the kettle, and I run it back from the kettle into that again and use it however I want to there. So you can do larger volumes of water with your spray bottle utilizing glass containers that are bigger. As we said, nice and simple, purchase, download, add to home screen, and use it. And if you want to test yourself on how effective this is and how it can make you feel, if you were going to buy the app tomorrow or the next day, for the day before, drink your regular water and pay attention to how you feel throughout the day, everything for that day, and see how you are. Then the next day, you're going to drink the Bio-Photonic water, and you're going to do that for 3 days and do 3 days because you've drank that regular water your whole life. Now, drink we'll call it the water, the bio water, now for 3 days, and tell us after you're done how you feel, the differences. You're going to notice the difference. It might even affect everything from how you walk to how you feel, how you think. It can affect your whole body. Let's see how it affects you. So now let us go ahead and do the live frequency demonstration. So if you've got your liquid there, make sure your monitor is on and that you're going to hold your liquid up to the screen for where my image is here, and I will be putting the flashlight onto my screen. And before I do that, I need to remember to come off my video. So just 1 second. Oh, okay. So if you're ready, let me just check the chat here before we go any further, see what kind of, we had some comments on while I was presenting. So absorption is dependent on hydration. Very good point. These are all points coming from Paula, who is an advocate of structured water, and she absolutely loves this. And so she's always got some amazing tips to share with us. And so she says also for a deeper understanding of your true connection to water, to check out Edgar Casey on YouTube. Thank you, Paula. And Paula is also stating that a 60 US commission, direct commission for referring a customer who purchases the app works out to be $78 Canadian to our Canadian friends here. And environment is almost everything. DNA is 1% or less responsible for the outcome of your life. Under an optimal environment, your body has the ability to correct genetic weaknesses. And that's so true. And yes, and you have the power to alter your genetic weaknesses and even the effect of these environmental things on your DNA. The power is in your hands. And the best way to start is with the water. So if you're all ready, I am activating the light now. So hold your water up to the camera and we are structuring. Come back to me. We're going to do it one more time, too. So that's it. And for anybody, it has its own timer on there that starts at 0 and goes up to 100% charge. I ran it twice from 0 to 100% there. I believe more than once is a good way to infuse a
Kind of hard to hear you now, Mike.
and get a deeper effect into the body as a whole. So now, if you've got your structured water, I did forget to tell you to put one glass way away from the light if you happen to do it. But so now test the one that we did energize first, because I want you to feel the texture of the water in your mouth, roll it around, you will notice something about that water. And even to the point where when you drink it, you should notice something unique, different about that water. And then after you've tested that one, smell it, test it, taste it, feel the texture, and then do the same with the one that we did not structure. And if it did not get any of the light from the monitor, you should notice a significant difference between the two. So one sec. Cannot hear you. Oh, did I? I hope I didn't push the button again.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now, okay? Okay. I must have been blocking something. Anyway, yeah, we're recording now, so we're all good. Hopefully it recorded. All right, so for the people that are here, what we would like to have now is I would like to invite, while you're all feeling the water and understanding how the taste and the feel is, etc. GJ, would you like to join us for a moment so that you can just give your history a little bit and then just tell us a little bit in regards to your opinion of this tool and the water it creates?
Hi,
Oh,
can you hear me?
I can't hear you, GJ.
I'm unmuted.
Try again.
Can you hear me now?
I'm not hearing
We
anything.
can hear, I can hear Mike. I don't know. I can hear you, GJ. I don't know why Mike can't. Can you hear me, Mike?
Christine, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear GJ.
I can't hear anybody. Maybe it's me.
Oh, must be
Testing,
him.
testing. Oh, you can hear. I can't hear her. Oh, okay. Go ahead, my dear. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Well, there's something strange going on in my mute mic that is turning green. I've never seen that before. But anyway, for those of you that don't know me, I was born a multiple chemical sensitive, which means I'm allergic to everything on the planet that wasn't natural. And for those of you that are old
Yeah,
enough
that's weird. I can't hear
to
anybody.
know the term canary in the mind, uh, back in olden days, they would take a canary down to the mine with them. And if the canary died, then they knew the air was not fit for them and they would get out of the mine. Well, uh, if I can do it, then anybody can do it. And I spent 60 years working very hard on my health. I finally found a nutrition program that's working well for me, but I was having problems with water. And about 50 years ago, I tested water all over the United States. And the water was really bad to the point that I don't even brush my teeth with anything except this bio water. And so I've been using it for a little bit now. And what I'm finding is my body is absorbing the water better. And I don't require so much water as I did before. I was drinking multiple amounts of water, and it was just really difficult on my kidneys because of the volume of water that I was having to drink in order to be able to have enough water. And I restructure my water uh, every morning and every night. I do it in warm water in the morning with some local honey and some lemon, and I put the honey and lemon in the warm water before I do the app, and I do the same thing in the evening. And then what I do is I put some cinnamon and local honey in it again, and it just works beautiful for me. And then during the day, I first thing in the morning I use a small spray, and I spray all of my chakras, especially the top of my head. I'll do that throughout the day, and the difference has just been amazing. Um, I've done a lot of things, but I've never found any way to have a solution for the water. I spent a lot of money for a ceramic unit to restructure my water, and even though it did it, it wasn't as high frequency as this water, and it was very awkward to carry this ceramic thing around with me all the time, where we always have our phone with us, so it's always easy. So basically it's just been a miracle, and it's so handy. And I do my spray bottle twice a day to make sure that it's active, and I also spray the outside of my container. I have a ceramic container that I store my purified water in, so I do that also.
Okay, thanks, DJ. GJ, I'm not sure what's going on with my volume here, but it's very strange. I gotta say that I've never seen that happen before. But anyway, let's move on and we'll roll this into a final of the call here. So here we go now. So let's look at how this can interact with people's lives. And we'll save our other testimonials for another time because if I can't hear them, I'm just concerned that I'm going to mess up this call. So here we go. So for people who are, busy on their day to day, they're professionals, they're going about their daily life bombarded with stress and worry and their job and family. Well, if you get the afternoon energy crash, brain fog, difficulty maintaining your focus through the day, well, by charging your morning coffee and drinking your water, you're going to maintain a steady energy level. Mental clarity is going to be better throughout the day. You're going to have no more afternoon crash, no more reaching for unhealthy energy drinks to sustain yourself, and you're going to have natural vitality. For people who are more of the athletic and fitness nature, well, dehydration limits your performance, your recovery takes longer, and your muscles don't respond optimally. So, by using the charged, energized water, your water is absorbed more completely at the cellular level. Your muscles get the hydration they need. The recovery accelerates, and your performance is going to definitely improve. I'm going to be taking this water to the horse track this summer, and I'll be testing some of this water by spraying some horses to see if we can't come in first, if possible. I wish my brother-in-law was still alive because, boy, we had some fun at the track. So the benefit here is you will hit your fitness goals faster. You'll feel stronger. You're going to recover better. You're going to perform at your peak. And if you're doing any of this stuff because you want to lose weight or get your body better, you're not going to find a better tool than the biophotonic water to flush your system, loosen up every single joint, and nourish your muscles and get everything optimized for functionality. It will make your life better, your performance better by all means. So if you're looking for athletic performance, start here. So for parents with your families, your kids are sluggish, they're unfocused, they're unruly, they get into trouble, they're prone to illnesses, and they got a lack of energy at play. You know what? Wi-Fi and all the negative energy, I can't imagine what it's doing to the children of the world because it's like putting roadblocks up in their sensory functions and allowing them not to be. You wonder why we have so much ADD, AHD, cancer in kids, and all these other things. There's a reason for it, and it's all back to the environment. The environment is totally wreaking havoc on every single one of us, and the most innocent ones are the children. They need this. We need to protect them. When it comes to the wellness seekers, well, I think there's a whole bunch of us on here who are wellness seekers because we've tried everything. We've got the supplements, we do the exercise, we do the meditation, we've got all the devices, the machines. I can see how many machines that I have around here. And now we're starting to realize water can replace so much of this, and so much of it you can do with push-ups, sit-ups, and movement to keep your body strong and healthy. And the water does most of the heavy lifting to get you there. Ha, that's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. So proper hydration at the cellular level is a foundation for that everything that we have is built on. So when you fix this, everything else works better. Your entire wellness journey accelerates. You feel the benefits of the other practices that you do so much more deeply. So no matter what it is that you're taking vitamins, minerals, you're exercising, even your exercise is easier. Everything is easier, and you will feel significantly better. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike Butler. I am your Chief Visionary Officer. That means my vision is to see each and every person who comes to us start using our app and get healthier, share it, get wealthier. This is the life we want for people. And over the course of this year, we want to reach a lot of people. So join us. Let's create a movement towards better health naturally. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us this evening. We'll see you tomorrow night. Same place, same time. Enjoy. Have a good evening. I can't hear you, so I can't ask questions. I can't answer questions. Sorry.